So 11 days ago, we experienced a pretty deep tragedy at Marysville-Pilchuck High School, and Marysville and Tulalip and really the surrounding communities have kind of been reeling and dealing with grief and processing what happened. But one of the things that to me has been encouraging in the midst of something really dark has been where I can see the comfort of God and the encouragement and love that the Spirit provides in the midst of these times. And my hope would be for you that in the midst of all that's tragic and all that's difficult and all that's hard to kind of wade through, which we are wading through, is that you could see different areas where God has brought that comfort, where God has placed certain people at certain times. You know, I think of our mayor and our school superintendent, John Nearing, Becky Berg, and how they've risen up and really just rallied us as a community. I think of other individuals that have been placed in certain schools to provide, you know, the light of Christ and the comfort through His Spirit by them being there on staff by no accident at all. That I believe that we can see God's hand just covering over us in this time. And I really hope you can see that as well. There's a couple of verses that I want to remind you of, and they're pretty famous verses, but Philippians 4 takes us to a place where he says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God." And when he says with thanksgiving, I love that that's there, because to me, in the really dark times, the ability to bring thanksgiving is to me looking for the good in the midst of the challenging, looking for the positive in the midst of the very negative. And again, I hope you can see those things and find those things and find reasons to give thanks. And then also it's followed up by verse 8 in Philippians 4. It says, you know, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are just, you know, noble, right, pure, lovely, excellent, praiseworthy. Think on those things. And my hope would be that you and I could think on those things that are encouraging, that are right, that are positive, that are lovely, admirable. Those things, because man, in these seasons, our minds could go towards the frustrating, the negative, the things that are angering, the things that are depressing. And yet we're called to do something very different in this season. So I hope you can see where God is with us in the midst of this, and I hope it encourages you like it does me. Thanks.